because at first in the 15th century, Brougse, as long as it was under the domination of Burgundy, no problem, because Burgundy was strong, and they were out of the whole conflict between France and Great Britain, and they managed themselves to deal with Burgundy power. But when he turned with Maximilian from Habsburg, he got a will of impose his own will, his own power. And like always, these countries over here, when they had a choice between loyalty to their sovereign and loyalty to their wallets, they chose the wallets, always. Businessmen at first. And in 1484, they uprised against Maximilian the Emperor. They made him prisoner. So for about 4 months, the Emperor was prisoner over here in Bruges. But in the same process, his counselor, his financial counselor, there was a local guy, Franz Langhaus, he was murdered, he was executed. And in the Flemish, Langhaus means long neck. And the shield of the Langhaus family, you got a swan. So when Maximilian came back a few months later with his army to suppress this uprising, one of the punishments imposed to Bruges is to keep permanently at least 12 swans to remind us the murder of his counselor. At the time it was a punishment, today it's a tradition. And there are much more than 12 swans, as you can see. Later on, maybe nearby the place we'll end at the Hazel Grove after the church, we'll see the retirement pound, because here is the active one somehow. When they got too old, there is a place where they are set aside very peacefully, there is nobody to bother them. But if you look carefully, but not too close, because they are very nasty birds, the swans, they always have a tattoo on the side of the beak, and it's a bee for Bruges, that belongs to the city of Bruges, as Bruges takes care of the swans, and a number that marks the year they were born.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And if ever you come back around May, June, April, May, you have plenty of nests around, and you got the swans nesting, and you see, most of the time you see the husband and the mother, and if you try to get too close, the mother, don't get too close to a mother nesting. No.